Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. I'm watching a video by the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, and they're talking about a buffer zone being set up around a British abortion clinic to forbid people to even pray outside this abortion clinic for fear that it might disturb the women who are going into the clinic. And apparently the city council tried to come up with something, some kind of amicable compromise between the abortion clinic that, of course, wants to continue their business unabated, and the pro-lifers who don't want them to be killing itty-bitty humans. And this is something where your ordinary pro-choice citizen would actually be on board with the pro-lifers, okay? Because I'm going to tell you a little story about when I was the Feminist for Life contact in Pennsylvania. I got a phone call from a woman in Philadelphia who said up until recently she had been an escort at an abortion clinic in Philadelphia. She felt that women shouldn't have to run this gauntlet of protesters in order to exercise their right to choose. So she went in for her volunteer training, and the coordinator said, do not let them talk to the right to lifers, and if they take any handouts from the pro-lifers, make sure you take them away. Don't let the women bring them into the clinic so they can read them. And I'm just going to give her a name. I'm going to say Susan. Susan asked the volunteer coordinator why not. She says, we're here so women can exercise their choice, and they should be able to access any information that they want in order for that choice to be fully informed. And she said that the coordinator said, but the material is all full of lies and falsehoods, and it's just designed to guilt trip the women and talk them out of making the decision that is actually right for them based on facts. So Susan said that she wanted to be able to counter these lies. She wanted to be able to tell the women why they shouldn't read this material and explain to them why this material was inaccurate. So she said she kept all the little things that she confiscated from the women who were going into the clinic, and she went to the library and she looked for neutral sources. And she said to me she was shocked to find out that the stuff the pro-lifers were handing out was actually the accurate stuff, and the things that the clinic was saying to the women was actually falsehoods. So she went back and she presented this information to the volunteer coordinator and said, we should be letting the women have this. They need to make an informed decision. And the volunteer coordinator said they don't need that information. And that was what flipped this clinic escort to being pro-life, because she's like, it's wrong to lie to these women to get them to go through with the abortions. So if you were looking at ordinary pro-choice citizens, they'd be siding with the pro-lifers 100%. These women are entitled to this information. It's absolutely criminal that the clinic does not provide this information. And if you don't want the women to have that information, you're performing medical procedures without adequate informed consent, and you should have your license revoked. So this is a huge area of common ground for ordinary pro-choice citizens and the pro-lifers. Women shouldn't be going in and having abortions after being told lies about what is in the uterus that is about to be destroyed, the method that's going to be used to destroy that entity in the uterus, and the resources that are available if the woman, if she's having this abortion because she doesn't have a job, she has a right to know, well, we got this resource available, that resource, we can help you look for a job, we can help you with housing, that they're entitled to those resources. So the only reason you would side with the abortion clinic in these buffer zone cases is if you agree that women need to be kept as ignorant and isolated as possible. So the abortion clinic wants, and I don't mean ignorant in the, oh, how ignorant. I mean ignorant as in lacking information. They want the women to be as uninformed and isolated as possible. And this city council is saying, yeah, this abortion clinic is entitled to uninformed, isolated women who don't know what they're actually getting themselves into and don't know what resources are actually available. This is a common ground area, and we need to be pointing it out.